This is strange
Oh
gas.
shit!
Oh fuck.
Overturned something. Can't see. Is it a road flare? No. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's a semi. Fuck, dude.
Oh shit! It's Ben.
God damn.
Rest in peace. Nightmare Dystopia. There we go. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Drew. Checking out that bootleg live tonight on Valentine's Day. Let me say a quick shout out to my wife Layla. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, she's here in the chat. Shout out. But what's up, y'all? I got this daggone link. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'll pin it. Anybody want to come on up? I don't have much on deck, but I did want to talk about, the basics, which right now is balloons, aka UFOs, trains, hazmat materials. That one I just played, that's a new one in Arizona. I want to get into that in 1 second. Let me just pin this. I was all prepared, and then there was a weird echo in my ear on the last one. I had to restart. I guess my take on it is I don't get why these truthers believe all these hazmat stories and all this stuff that are coming up, but then everything else that they don't believe. They don't believe you went to the moon. They don't believe any of this stuff. But then as soon as there's a train derailment, going nuts, or the balloon and all that, then all of a sudden they want to believe that. And I think a big part of it is that they got you now becoming you are the mainstream media. So as soon as that train derailment was happening in Ohio, I saw the story about the hazmat material, and then everyone's like saying on the alt media, which is basically the mainstream media now, they're like, no mainstream media is covering this story. And that was kind of like what helped spur it along and get people to share it. I think it's like, oh man, all this environmental damage is happening. And sounds like some Greenpeace propaganda or something. The same people that think climate change and all that isn't real, and all of a sudden they're worried about hazmat material, which hazmat's real. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of a disconnect to me. It's like they're auto hoaxers until they don't want to be, until there's something that fits into their narrative that they want to believe it. And I'm not talking about anyone in particular, and definitely not everyone, but I just see a lot of that. Like, if the source is the same people that lie about weather events, they'll say this hurricane's coming and it's gonna wipe you out, and then if you just get this tiny hurricane, and they'll say 12 inches of snow, 12 to 18 inches is coming, you get 3 to 4 inches or something. Why is all of a sudden this stuff real? And I think a big part of it is now that the truthers, that the average Joe has become the mainstream media. So they need content. They have to cover Rihanna's Super Bowl, thing. They have to cover. Basically, there's nothing to talk about anymore for no matter who you are. There's only so much you can say, and then they kind of drip feed these stories to you to cover. 44 in the chat at 4 minutes and 40 seconds. And you guys get what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like I'm right. Yeah, okay. And then JT says poisoning a whole river sounds like it's right up their alley. But I mean, I'm not saying it's not true, but I would take it with a way big grain of salt, because everything else has been shown to be like not real, right? That's what I've seen. I mean, not everything, but the great vast majority of it. And even when you look back in history, all the stuff that's going on. L says I'm 44 this year. I'm 44 too, so 44. I'm also 1978. I was born at the very end of 1978. L thinks it's true. See, I don't doubt that a train derailed. I bet you could physically go there and you could see a train derail. And the hazmat thing probably happens all the time. Um, Milk is considered hazardous material. Oops, thought I had my screen up. Environmental Protection Agency says milk is considered a pollutant primarily because as large volumes of milk breaks down in water, it creates a high biological oxygen demand that could result in a fish kill. So when I worked at Costco and they had like a pallet of milk went bad, you couldn't just dump it down. Originally, when I started working there, you could dump it down the drain, and then eventually it became considered a hazardous material, and then you had to freeze it. Then they had to throw it away. That's how they had to take care. You can no longer put it in the drain. So my point here is that like there's probably been milk trucks that spilled all over before. They didn't sound the alarm that oh there's like a huge hazardous waste thing. But that's the narrative they want going on right now. I'm sure there's all kinds of hazardous materials that spill on the highway or wherever all the time, constantly, but it's not in the news because they control the feed of what they want you to hear and to talk about. So when it's all tied in together with Rihanna and with these same types of events that you see happen all the time with the balloons and everything like that. I mean, these weather balloon things happen. I'm not going to say they happen all the time, but it happens more often than you think if you Google it. But then it's just when they want to spotlight it, they'll bring it out there. Denise says, my bro lives northwest of Pittsburgh. It happened on purpose. The chemicals were hardly milk. But how do you know? Were you there? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's not true. So I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, this isn't true. And I'm assuming you guys all know what we're talking about. In Ohio, there was a train derailment and it had like vinyl chlorine or something. I'm not sure if I'm 100% right on that. And then it started getting in the river and it's pretty bad. And then they decided to just like burn it, what was left on the ground and in the drain, which is causing pollutants to go in the air, supposedly. But my point is like, okay, everything else they say is BS. So just because it sounds like deadly, it sounds like Greta Thunberg born or something, like something she'd get off to, like, how dare you like do this, you know what I mean? But all of a sudden the truthers who don't believe in climate change are like crying that they're poisoning rivers and stuff. And I'm with kids, if I lived right nearby and they said you had to evacuate, I mean, since I have kids, I'd probably have to do it, right? But if it was just me, though, I'd probably just hang out and take my chances, to be honest. Here's the Ohio one. Hazmat clean. Hazmat is a kind of become a general catch-all term. Crews are dressing for the occasion in head-to-toe hazmat and then telling residents it's perfectly fine to return home and drink water. I'm not believing it for a second. It says, what is this? Black cloud? I don't understand what I'm looking at here. Is this supposed to be the snow? I'm not 100% sure what I'm seeing here. Guys, it's Matt. What's up, TBE? Yeah, in America, all water is contaminated. Just me says. I got to agree with you there. At 44, you have the life experience of 11 years old. It's possible there was no black smoke. Elle says water contamination is confirmed by my cousin. What does that mean, though? Like, how did she confirm it? Does she have some kind of like test device? Again, I don't want to say I don't believe it. I'm so like jaded and skeptical at this point. It's hard for me to. Yeah, Flint, Michigan. That was a dumpster fire, right? I mean, that was the type of shit though you could look at with your own eyes and see that the water was not right. From what I saw, like I didn't do a super deep dive into it. I don't know what I'm even looking at in this picture. I think it's snow. That's what snow looks like when a bunch of cars drive by it. Feinstein says she's going to retire at the end of her term. How she's got to be what? Well into her 80s. And then you got Tucker out here. So this is the right wing. Tim Fool here. This is the right wing take on it. Tucker saying, we are under attack as U.S. energy infrastructure, food, and air are sabotaged. Okay, Elle said the water killed her plants, and she saw the pictures. Post the pics. Anybody gonna come on up? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Ohio train derailment. Guess who owns the train? BlackRock and Vanguard strike again. It says 74%, blah, blah, blah. What does it say? Let me see. It's a whole video. Okay, only 30 seconds. No, I could see it being a move like Fukushima, right? Nothing happened. They talked shit about all this shit that was going to happen in Fukushima and all these years. Oh man, I didn't share the tab. I don't even know if you guys could hear it. Could you guys hear what he was saying? Basically, that Vanguard owns the largest private owner of the Norfolk Southern. That must be the train company. Let me know if you could hear what that guy was saying. I don't know if it plays the audio of a tab that I'm not showing, I guess. Yeah, and Smiley says, fake or not, this isn't out of the realm of possibility. Yeah, I'm not going to come up here and say, again, that it's 100% fake. But the only thing I can think of is if you're trying to clear a town out and then come buy it up, buy the land up or something like that for pennies on the dollar because it's contaminated, supposedly. But why would Vanguard want the environmental fines and everything that comes with a type of situation like this? It's just like when these truthers said that Bill Gates was responsible for those pallets of bricks showing up when the George Floyd riots were happening because Acme Brick, he was like part owner on the board, or I don't remember exactly now. It's been a while, but Bill Gates was somehow involved with Acme Brick, and he stepped down like a week before these pallets of bricks started showing up in the George Floyd riots, and they were Acme Brick. So it was like truthers instantly went to, okay, Bill Gates put the bricks here. So now we have Vanguard is poisoning you. I don't know. I've just been in it so long and I'm so jaded from it. Thought I was glitching? My bad. Said the sound didn't play. I'll play it one more time. It's only like 30 seconds. My bad.
Hey everybody, a quick video. The Ohio train derailment. Look up the ownership. It's Vanguard. They are the largest private owner of Norfolk Southern. Again, it's BlackRock and it's Vanguard. Keep an eye out for these two. Infrastructure sabotage has been strictly through their two companies' ownership.
I feel like I'm more jaded than you guys. I'm just not going to believe it.
Forex.com, committed to helping improve your trading skills with innovative tools.
Okay, what's really lame, and if someone knows how I can do this, is I have YouTube Premium for no ads. But when I'm on my backup, I'm going to start calling this the panel channel. When I'm on the panel channel, which is connected through my Google apps and stuff, I'm still getting the ads. There's no way I'm buying another YouTube Premium. But does anyone know how I can like link that for the since they're on the same profile. Let me know. Yeah, here we go. Cyrus says they don't need to buy the land cheap. You're right. When they have unlimited money, they don't need to. But at the same time, Cyrus is saying this is real bad shit. I don't know. Richie from Boston. Yeah, I would love to hear his take on this. You know what it would already be, though. Doom and gloom. Yeah, this will get the Patriots ready to mount up Vanguard as enemy number one. Yeah, Vanguard, BlackRock, and all that. Yeah, let me see. On this one, it says Norfolk Southern is owned by 74%. Okay, listen to this. So here we go. This guy says BlackRock and Vanguard strikes again. 74%. So 3/4 of the shares are institutional shareholders. 1.5% Norfolk Southern insiders, 24% retail investors. Vanguard Group is the largest individual Norfolk Southern shareholder, owning 18 million shares, representing 8% of the company. So they own, here's that 44 again, 4.46 billion is the value of their company. So if they own 8% of the company and its valuation is $4 billion, why would they want some tragedy like this to make their valuation go down? And more importantly, since they only own 8% of the company, why would they be allowed to just run roughshod and do whatever they want with these trains and stuff like that? Silly. Let's pretend that it's real, right? Or everything is as they say. They're going to be the company is going to be responsible for environmental cleanup damage and everything, and all this stock will plummet. We can probably look it up. It probably already has plummeted because of this mess. Let's see, in the past 5 days, it's been going down. It went from about $250 a share, down right now around $230 a share. So it's dropped $20 a share pretty much in the past few days. That's a lot. That's the entire valuation of the company has went down a gigantic percent in the last few days. I don't know. It took 10 minutes for your YouTube ads to load. Why is that? Hold on, let me go on my monetization here and see. Okay. Non-skippable ads are on. That should not be on. My bad, dude. See, for somehow I have it on the main channel. I have this all like preset how I want it. I don't remember how I did that. I got to go in here and like preset this, and then it won't do that again. Apologize. If anyone got hit up in that, my bad. Yeah, let me find a good video to play for 1 second here. Now there's an MSU. I don't want to go into these bang bang things. Let me play this Ohio thing real quick while I do something. Animals are dying after train carrying chemicals derailed. Let's see this. The ads. Okay, AI is going to take over the world, but they sent me a StreamYard ad, and I already paid for the StreamYard now. This is my first time trying it after I paid for it. Why would it be sending me this? I already got my money. Oh, lame. It's one of these ones with no talking. Animals are dying at alarming rates. Hold on a second. I know. I blew it. I can't let the music play because then I always get a copyright thing. But what I was doing right there, I'm trying to like give some memberships to you guys. So if you see this thing pop up that says allow gifts, click that, and then you can, like, I think it just randomly will give away some memberships to the channel and get you guys some emojis for your troubles on these ads. My bad. But yeah, let's find some stuff to get in, man. I'm waiting for someone to come on up. Who's coming up? I can't let Benton. Look at that. Look at that. The smoke's pretty crazy. That's this Ohio snake. All right, hold on a second. Let's find this.
Story tonight in Ohio. Growing concern about the toxic fallout after that train crash earlier this month. Residents in the area are complaining of sore throats and headaches after chemicals were released during the controlled burn of the derailed train cars. Officials are adamant that there's no threat to human life, but Ohio's Natural Resources Department revealed an estimated 3,500 fish were killed. Officials continue to test the air, water, and soil nearly 2 weeks after the derailment. The other big story tonight.
Okay, it was 2 weeks ago. The third. Yeah, there's them there's them emojis. And now when there's more members, I can add more emojis. So I want to add like a bunch of funny wrestling emojis on here. So shout out to the chat, man. Where was Mr. Miyagi G? You were backstage before I started. I was just about to bring you in before we started, and then you dipped out on me. Let me see here. So that was, I don't know who all got those memberships. I don't know how to see, but it's like completely random, so I had nothing to do with it. But it's only 99 cents if you want just the emojis, and the other 2 levels you don't really get anything extra. Sorry. It's just if you don't want to be called a jobber, just for clout. Smiley says that auto hoax most things, but this one feels different. But we're going with I want to tie this into the same thing with the balloons and everything too, right? Like all of a sudden these truthers are like, oh yeah, these balloons they're UFOs and blah blah. Like, but unfortunately, I think where I lose it is the truther now is like the normie, right? Like, or like a normie is a truther, I should say. And you got all these different UFO shot down stories and everything like that. One day ago here. The dang ads, man. It's gonna kill me.
I go with my coach. This morning, questions after more unidentified objects are discovered over U.S. and Canadian airspace. According to a senior administration official, this latest object was in the shape of an octagon, unmanned, and traveling near sensitive sites at an altitude of 20,000 feet, posing a civilian flight risk. First detected Saturday as it flew over Montana, President Biden gave the order to shoot it down once it reappeared on radar out of an abundance of caution and at the recommendation of military leaders.
We have been more closely scrutinizing our airspace at these altitudes, including enhancing our radar, which may at least partly explain the increase in objects that we've detected over the past week.
I'd love to hear some people come in and if they want to talk about all these different things that are going on, the multiple train derailments, these balloon, quote, UFOs, whatever. To me, this story will ultimately play into Space Force. I think a big part of it is to portray Biden as being controlled by China and show his ineptitude. And like I said, Space Force eventually, I think, will come into this as they want. I think they want to bring Trump back. That's just my take on it. I don't think any of it's real. I think it's a storyline. I think they want to make it so bad that you're begging for him to come back.
Latest air defense operation coming just 24 hours after another object was spotted over Canada. U.S. and Canadian officials ordering it shot down.
It represented a reasonable threat to civilian aircraft. Canadian and American fighter jets were scrambled. and an American F-22 successfully shot down the object.
And that incident coming just one day after another unidentified object was shot down off the coast of Alaska. 3 incidents in less than a week since that Chinese spy balloon was shot down off the Carolina coast. But a senior U.S. official saying these 3 are different from that spy balloon. None appear to have a payload, and all are smaller.
It doesn't mean that they are coming from another country. It doesn't even mean that there are more of them. We're just looking for them, and so we're finding more of them.
An intensive search effort is now underway. Recovery teams in Alaska using Navy planes and helicopters.
Chick's weird looking. But then I saw this one this morning, this story. It was like, to me, this is one of the funniest pictures I've seen. Let me switch to this one here. So you get this picture here, and this is supposed to be man, this is wild. This is supposed to be the FBI, like, with the debris from one of the recovered balloons. This is inside of a Costco. I worked at Costco forever. This is a motherfucking Costco. You have this rack on the ground here. It's just like a rolling rack. And then why would you have this sign for the FBI like right there on the ground? You know, this is just 100% pure propaganda. And then I'm saying this is at either a Costco or some type of facility almost exactly like a Costco, because Costco has these giant bags like this that come on a huge roll. It's just a giant roll of huge bags exactly like this. And you pull the bag and there's tears just like a paper towel or something. And what they're used for is to ship mattresses back and stuff. So you pull them off, it can fit like a king size mattress inside of it. So it looks like they just unrolled that and kind of have it strung about all throughout the whole thing. But this is crazy to me. Why would you have, okay, this is where you work. First of all, you're inside of an enclosed facility. Why would there be crime scene taped off right here? Like everyone would know that's what they're doing. Why would these people, they're like, have their guns, they have all their handcuffs, they have everything right here. Ridiculous. And then just these cheap little racks, these little rolling, I swear it's a Costco. And just in case you don't know, you're inside of a secure FBI building, is they're going to write FBI right on their own little bins. Pretty wild. I was trying to like zoom in up here to see if these are even like photoshopped or not on there. But you have everything here that you would have at any kind of like warehouse facility, just a job. Like this is I hope the StreamYards you can see what I'm pointing at with my mouse, but can you see the mouse on there? I'm not sure if you can. But there's just like the racks so these are the steel, and then those like little grates is what this is. There's a pallet of the grates right here that would go on there and everything. And it's like super insanely well lit. I don't know. I'm calling bullshit just by that sign right there being that low. Just in case you don't know where you are when you go to work, they're going to put that there for you. But this story said, yeah, they're stumped. They just didn't get it. They're at an undisclosed location, it says. Processing material recovered from the high altitude Chinese balloon that was shot down off South Carolina. That's a crazy one. That's a Home Depot or Costco, Smiley. Yeah, 100%. Oh, look at their fingers, EBT said. Try AI. Ooh, I like that. It should be renamed Fib. Vic Meow. Smith Mundact in practice with that bogus FBI pick. It's like laughable when you can see it. And then when you go back and look in history, I guarantee you're going to see that everywhere. Like one of the ones that really stuck out to me when I went and looked back at it was, if you remember the story of Ilian Gonzalez. If you're old enough, you'll remember. I don't remember the exact story. I'm sure I could read it here. It was like it was some custody story with his father in the year 2000. And he was like from Cuba or something, and then American soldiers or something went in and grabbed him, and I think they deported him or something like that. Yeah, and now he's like a diplomat now for Cuba. But this is what's funny to me is when you look at this picture here. This is like the famous Elian Gonzalez picture. But you got to ask yourself, like, who's taking the picture? So this guy's coming in here. If you're sitting there holding a gun or a camera, I'm sorry, it maybe the kid doesn't know, just so they could kind of get terror on his face. But then these guys come in, guns drawn. This guy, the guy holding him, doesn't look that scared, but the cameraman is like perfectly placed, and you'd be like jumping on the ground or something if this was happening. If this guy's kicking the door down, he's got a gun just coming right at you. You wouldn't be sitting there taking a picture or multiple pictures. There's a few pictures. You can see there's whoops, what did I do? You can see when that image on the right changes, there's like multiple pictures taken of the same situation within seconds of each other. So this guy's kicking the door down, coming in, guns blazing, and somebody's just standing there taking a bunch of pictures. Here's another one. Not true. But what's sad is the kid does, to me, the terror on the kid's face looks pretty genuine. I guess you never know. But you wouldn't have to have the kid in on it right there. Just make some loud noises and to try to get him. Yeah, in the second photo, it doesn't look as. So this is the famous photo because he's got his terror face on. So here he looks. It's a pretty good fear face. Could be fake, but when you see the other one, yeah, he's not nearly as scared. That's why they didn't use this one as the main photo that they used in every single time you've seen this. Here, he's not nearly as scared looking. And here the guy's a lot closer. His hand's actually touching him here. On the other one, he's like a little half step back. His hand's not quite as close. And then he looks at there's even a picture of the guy as he comes through the door. It's ridiculous. So whoever that kid is, they wanted him in the news. And I think they probably had big plans for him, just like Greta or something. If you look at him now, I don't know exactly what he is, but he's involved in some kind of politics or something over there now. No, it's just to get his name out there, though, and get him on the world stage. Maybe he's some kind of bloodline of somebody. Who knows? Check these comments here. Yeah. Ridiculous. Come on, man. You guys are leaving me high and dry, man. This the panel channel. There ain't no panel without you. You guys got to jump in. Okay, Dark Glasses Woody said, what does the FBI have to do with military intelligence? So dumb. Area 51 was full, I guess. Yeah, right? Like that, I don't know. That's a silly story. Oh, Denise Winterbottom. Okay. Denise. Our best friend Denise here says, y'all have been invited with Ride to the Archaics meetup. Probably going to go to report. That's all we need, man. We don't need anyone. I mean, feel free to go and talk shit or start shit, but all I want to know is someone that's there that can just kind of report what happens, because some shit's going to go down. They say Jason's a modern day prophet. Well, I'm going to make a prophetic prediction right here. Some crazy shit's going to go down. You have a lot of fucking low IQ motherfucking ex-criminals and shit in one place, all vying for Jason's attention. And he's a classic narcissist. He's not going to give a shit about any of them. Shit ton of grovelers. Some shit's going to go down for sure. And I feel like they'll try to cover it up and be like, oh man, it was great. It was just, high vibes and shit. I don't know about that. Yeah, if you go, Denise, just All I want to know is like what really happened. Like how many fights were there? That type of stuff. Yeah, exactly. He's got the auto at the child. We got finally Dave by Dave.
What up, man?
You got Davey Crocco, everybody. Davey Crocco in the house.
What's good?
What's good with you?
Nothing. I was getting ready to post a stream, and then I saw you were on, so I just hopped on quick.
What do you did a stream earlier about the trains and stuff. What was your conclusion on that?
I mean, you're gonna be hard to. It's hard to tell. Like, okay, this is the government did it, and they derailed it on purpose. Like, it's like the easiest way to go. Obviously, toxic chemicals on it. Very suspect that it was on fire about 20 miles before it actually derailed. That would definitely send a signal to the conductor to brake and stop and extinguish it. So that was a little suspect. The most jarring thing is the underreporting and the downplaying of how dangerous the chemicals are.
So you're full in. You think this is 100% as they tell you?
No, I think.
Or you think they're downplaying it? Actually, you think it's worse than what they tell you?
Yeah.
Why? Not that I don't. Again, I'm not like grilling you or anything. I don't. What?
Just from
like what evidence have you seen that leads you to believe that?
They just avoided covering it for about 5 or 6 days. From the reporting that I've seen from people that are in Ohio, showing footage themselves, looks pretty fucking bad. Just a constant black canopy cloud over their head. Contaminated water into the Ohio River. Or it could just all be bullshit,
How you gonna know?
I don't know, but I think it's more important than fucking UFOs.
Yeah, what do you think about all these UFO stories that are going on?
Well, depending on
first of all, they're balloons, right? And they're just why are they calling them UFOs?
Because I think they like to lean into it, and a lot of people really jerk off to alien lore bullshit.
Oh yeah,
and like your mainstream media people, like Tucker Carlson loves a fucking UFO story. Like he'll just jack off to it all day with his Kabbalah bracelet on, and so they want it to be like this mysterious thing when it's most likely just the Pentagon sending up its own surveillance aircraft. There's no way a foreign craft came into our airspace and we just let it fly around and hang out for a while.
Yeah, it's pretty silly, isn't it?
Not to be on silly, it just would never happen.
What's the other one? There's another.
And definitely not 4 of them. 4 of them wouldn't be allowed to just be roaming.
Are they all actually balloons or some like drones or something? Or
oh, they'll just claim, oh, this one looks like a tic tac. This one looks like an octagon. But they shoot them down, and then they say, oh, well, we don't have any debris from that one we shot down. My avatar is Alex Stein wearing his red shoes.
Sorry, I got an echo going. I'm trying to pull it up on the phone so I can see it better. Your avatar is what? Alex Stein what?
He's wearing his red shoes.
Oh, okay. So that he killed a little kid or something.
I don't know what he did, but he's got a job at the Blaze now.
That's your boy.
Yeah. I told him the show would suck, and it did.
What about that little Down syndrome girl or whatever that he hangs out with?
She was the #1 comment under his show, even though it bombed.
That's what everyone liked. They like the freak.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. I told her I'd readjust her back.
I think she'd be good for you.
Nah, I got a girl. I don't need her. Plus she had that attitude. The first thing she ever said to me was I was jealous because I'm not as successful as Alex Stein.
Oh my god. Because you
And
didn't
then-
suck somebody's dick for
Yeah.
some clout, basically.
And then like a week later I made a joke and I guess she forgot she had like talked shit to me before, and then she followed me. And
What's the name of this person? I'm gonna pull it up in case someone's never seen it before.
Lila Hart.
Okay, Lila Hart.
And it's spina bifida, guys. It's a serious.
We would never make fun of this. Hold on,
No.
Lila Hart.
Don't laugh, Drew. Don't fucking laugh, man.
I'm not gonna laugh, bro. That's your girl.
Don't
Oh my
fucking
god,
laugh.
why does she have like an ass picture? I had to get out of there real quick.
All right, that picture right there, just you're on it. Don't even act like you're not gonna click that one.
Which one?
The one that you should
No,
click.
I'm trying to get out of there.
Look at her with Gavin McGinnis.
What is he as short as her or what? Or is he just on his knees? Okay, he's like on his knees with the boot. Are you sure? You sure you don't want to?
I told her I would help her. Therapeutically.
How old is she?
Old enough?
No, do you know? Is she like?
I would say 30.
30s or something like that.
Yeah.
Weird looking thing. Is this like supposed to be her?
Yeah, I think she's actually married. Like I think
she's
Stein
dating
just,
some soy boy.
Yeah, I think Stein just like banged her once, so she just like hangs around him.
Stein banged her out. You think?
Yeah, for sure. Dude, he's a fucking degenerate, dude. He cross dresses. Not good. So what's your panel on panel on panel on panel on panel?
Well, we did the panel on the panels. I was thinking about doing another one because it kind of got off the rails pretty early with the whole tinfoil and Benton and then Ben Thorpe and everything like that.
I support Tin in that whole thing
over Benton.
Dude, Benton just doesn't let people talk, man.
But then he gets mad when tinfoil does it. That's his biggest complaint about.
It's like
boy tinfoil. See, I think they're meant to be BFFs. They're just not there yet.
I don't know, dude. This is how bad it was. I actually was like, "Can you let Ben Thorpe talk?" That's me, and I'm like, "Can I hear Ben Thorpe talk?"
I feel you on that, but at the same time, it's Ben Thorpe. Come on.
Yeah, no, I'm half kidding. Obviously.
I would never expect Ben Thorpe to take that. I would just expect him to like keep yell back, and just keep yelling.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna get anywhere.
Would have been funny though.
Yeah, not as good as this bench sleeping on stream.
Hollywood.
I mean, I've been there before as well, but you know, different circumstances.
Abraham Clark wants nothing else to do with the Thorpes. Thorpes are done, bro. The only reason I brought him on that panel is because Yurt wanted to ask him some questions real quick and just brought him on for Yurt.
Did he get super quiet and then act weird?
No, but he thought he was just going to be like, come on, guys, just admit it's an act. And then he really thought they were going to be like, yeah, okay, yeah, you know. Like, no, dude, they're like committed to this shit. They will never, ever break character as long as that camera's going.
Fucking Ben. I mean, they still haven't let go of the whole thing. I still get comments to this day about the fucking 10-year-old.
Yeah, fuck them. I don't even want to talk about them because they're just a nuisance at this point. They're EBT's. That's EBT's boy. You're thought he was gonna like get him to like. He was gonna yurt break them. Yurt breaking. No, he's in here right now. This is, if you guys were looking for this is new channel, Austin. It's called In a Thought Experiment. Yeah, Truth or Cop was trying to make a move on Grace because that's Grace's fan base is neckbeards.
Oh God,
Out to
dude,
Truth or Cop.
I seen some clip the other day, man. I don't know like what she was doing, but like let's not talk about them. You're right.
Yeah, they love it too much.
But like I think it was Ben like smacking her ass. It was fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, fuck them. Shout out to
Yeah.
Robin. Robin's in the chat.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. What's up, Tartarian?
What else you been streaming about lately?
Dude, well, I was in your neck of the woods for a minute, so I didn't stream for
Swang
like.
through, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of went to my mom's kind of unannounced.
Where is she again? Tampa?
Yeah.
That's not too close. It's not, I guess it's not that far. I went there. I can't remember. It's like 4 hours maybe.
From Jacksonville?
Yeah.
I think it might be closer.
I went there. It was a pretty long ride. It wasn't like, it's on the whole opposite coast, plus it's south.
Yeah, Miami was like a 3 hour haul.
Yeah, I think from where I'm at, Miami is like 5 hours or something like that. Abraham Clark says he's coming through in April. You gonna be in Jacksonville, Abraham? I'll meet you at the Burger King.
Yeah, about a 3 hour drive. Like, I had a car while I was down there. Like, if I had talked to you like in advance, then I would have. Then I would have hit you up, but I wouldn't have came down and been like, "Yo, I'm here." Like, I don't know.
Benton's okay. So when me and my wife went down to Tampa, I have to find this dude. We went.
Oh, what's up, Layla?
We went down to Tampa and we passed this pawn shop kind of in the middle of nowhere, and I can't. I tried to find it on Google Maps. We're gonna have to take the ride again. But this pawn shop, the logo to the pawn shop is like this old like dirty Jew, and he's like doing the hand thing, and he's like looking at like a gem or something like that. I'm like, man, that's epic. And it was, the traffic was like so busy at that point. I'm like, because I wanted to turn around and get a picture of it. It was so fucking funny. I was like, oh man, I missed it. But next time I'll get it.
Did you just say dirty Jew? Look at you.
Yeah, that's what like the logo to the pawn shop was.
No, I'm liking it.
It was like almost like the merchant meme kind of. And I'm pretty sure I remember he was like looking at like a jewel or a diamond or I don't really remember exactly, but I was like, we were both like, what the hell is that, dude? Like, no way.
Yeah, I think I messaged you the other day that if you were gonna cover anything to do with the UFO stuff, because I saw you've been doing some morning shows and shit.
I'm trying to switch it up. I just paid for this StreamYard tonight. I'm gonna try it for a month and see.
Yeah,
how I like it.
I got like Monday and Tuesday mornings. I can usually do something, so I'm usually freed up on those mornings if I don't do like a morning show.
You got to get on this StreamYard, bro. Then you won't have as many technical issues, I think. But you got to stream right from StreamYard. You can't.
It hasn't been bad, and I bought a used PC as well.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I didn't break the bank.
Yeah, you don't have to really.
But I
bought this StreamYard so I could do overlay my graphics. Like I'm just trying it for the first time tonight. And I want to see how it like records it and everything. But then like once I get more time, I'll like design a nicer overlay and all that stuff. I just kind of used what I already had. I'm just kind of trying it out. But as I've been saying, if anyone's over on Benton's channel, checking that stuff out over there, we've talked about this a couple times. Like it's the first program I've used in forever that I can remember that's like works how it's supposed to. It's completely seamless. It's like as easy as possible. I like it. And no, I'm not paid by them.
I don't know. It'd be a nice little if they did.
I think it's too controversial when I'm talking about Jew pawn shops.
I don't know StreamYard's stances on that kind of stuff, but I'm sure it's.
I don't know either.
Yeah, they
It's
might support
whatever
it.
Israel tells them their stances.
Someone said Birch Gold. Have I told you guys about Birch Gold? It's the Ben Shapiro.
I don't know what that is.
Sponsorship.
I know who. Oh, but that's Ben Shapiro's sponsor.
Just one of them. Yeah, one of many. Guys, let me tell you about Blue Apron.
Sponsor, man.
Guys, let me tell you about Blue Apron. My
Dude.
family, we love it. It's like, bro, you eat fucking kosher. Shut the fuck up.
We need to fund Denise Winterbottom's excursion to the Archaics meetup, and then she can live stream from there. Live stream the event, Denise.
Yeah, I was cracking up. There was some world colliding of during the train derailment. There was a woman named Ashley Bashirs that had her
No way.
chickens all killed. And
Did you see that story that was going around too about they're feeding chickens the commercial chicken feed and they weren't laying eggs?
Yeah. The chicken.
Was there anything to that or no?
I don't know. I mean, there could be a bad batch of food that, just one giant big bad batch of food that had something wrong with it that fucked with the chickens, or something real nefarious, or it didn't seem like these farmers were like in the group together. It seemed like they organically were all experiencing the same problem, but I mean, I wouldn't know unless I was actually on the farm.
Long Reach one says you guys got to fill Tim Cast hole.
No,
I'm not filling any of Tim's holes.
Yeah, that's for his boyfriend. What's his co-host's name? Adam Crickler.
You think the beanie stays on when he's getting plugged?
Yeah, for sure. It never comes off. There's one video you can find of a guy that actually took it off, and he was so fucking pissed.
Does he have like a really shitty hairline or what?
He's bald.
There's nothing wrong with that. He's like self-conscious of it or something.
Yeah. My buddy Wild Smile used to always play the clip. I forgot the guy's name that took it off, but it was at some like rally, and he just sneaks up behind them and fucking just takes it off, and you just see Tim just rage. If
I pull it up, you think it's on Google?
Yeah.
YouTube. I don't know. And I always get these names. I always call eBay YouTube and YouTube eBay when I'm talking about them. I don't know why I do that. I'm getting old. Hold on. Now I got to see this, dude. Yeah, that's the woman's a reptilian right here. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Bam.
Yeah, Tim
Pool beanie.
Pool beanie pulled off. Should be the first video.
Oh, this guy creeping up on behind. Here we go. Oh my God, it's so loud. Hold on. I paused it at the perfect moment. Look at these guys' face looking at each other.
He knows who that guy is too. Like
that's his boy or something, or he just knows him.
He was a creator at the time, from what I remember.
Look at, you can tell he's so pissed, dude.
Oh no, and he's like, "Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Like you're trying to cuck me on my own stream, dude." All right, hold on. Let's do it again. Oh, excuse me. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's pissed. Oh, he's dead serious. Look at, he's so mad.
Yeah, he like pulled him aside and was like, "Why would you ever do that to me?"
Yeah, he's starting to get the Hulk Hogan going on there.
Yeah, you gotta think this is
at that point, just shave your fucking head, dude.
Dude, this was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, just accept defeat and shave your head. I did it. Anyone else can do it.
You can't be wearing beanies.
Not always. Like if that's your look and that's your kind of like, your little gimmick or whatever, that's fine. But I know your head gets hot doing these long streams. You want to take that shit off after a while.
I don't know. I haven't followed the Tim Pool thing, but I guess he's taking heat. Like
for what?
Dude, I don't know the story. I don't want to get into it. It's some drama bullshit. But like, he basically put a poll up, like, should I end my podcast? And his audience was like 60% yes.
Hey, he had a good run, and I bet he's trying to say, oh, it's like trolls.
I mean, he had Kanye on. I mean, that's pretty fucking significant.
But is he saying like trolls overran the poll?
No, he's just like, there was some situation that happened and like he just refused to cover it, and his whole audience is paid like
Oh, is it like
subscribe.
some Israel thing or something?
No, it was like something really dumb, like
Oh, really?
some chick, and his paid audience was like, we want you to cover this, and he just kept refusing to do it.
Damn. He's had a nice run, dude. He could shut down the stream, and he could probably be a Hollywood actor that like play that kind of role in movies or something, I bet.
What, like a little bitch?
Yeah, some little bitch podcaster. Like,
yeah,
since people know him, like, I guarantee there'd be like roles like that in Hollywood.
Yeah, there's this great video back in the day where like a fan showed up to his house and like he got so fucking scared. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, you won't be able to find that one. That one's been scrubbed pretty good. But
Doesn't
yeah.
he live? I heard he lives in like a commune or some shit type of thing. Is
Well,
that
now
true?
he does. That one scared the shit out of him. And the guy was just near his mailbox, like didn't even come to his door, and he was like freaking out, calling the cops. Like, yeah.
I've never watched this dude once. I remember like the beginning of when they kind of like propped him up.
Yeah.
And he got that artificial push in the beginning.
When COVID started, he started pushing the fucking food buckets like Brian Flashlight. And I thought that was weird. Like all of a sudden he turned into a survivor prepper.
Hey man, I'll slang them motherfucking food buckets.
Nah,
Call
you
me
wouldn't.
up.
Nah, you
Call me
wouldn't.
up, food bucket king.
No, you wouldn't, because it's all commission based. So you have to push them and push them and push them.
Oh, you don't. It's not just a straight check.
No,
Yeah, I don't know about that.
because my boys from ROTC told me they got the same deal that they offered Tim Pool, and they just denied it. They were just like, "We can't."
Like, what did they say? Like, how much it is? That's what I always wonder. Like, what
They
these
said
guys-
they said it was real shitty, and they just on principle wouldn't do it. But even they were just like, "Let's just see if it's some outrageous amount of money," you know. And they were like, "No, it wasn't. It was a terrible amount of money, terrible food, and like just like kind of shitty during COVID to be like Tim Pool coming on saying that you're not going to be able to get food, so we need to buy these food buckets." It was just kind of weird.
Abraham Clark says Drew's never going on the network. Hey, he says I'm never selling out. I'll sell out. They just can't afford me. My price is just high. That's all. Listen, tomorrow I don't want to spoil it, and I don't want to hype it up too bad, but tomorrow on the main channel, it's over for every truther ever. I win the truther game forever, and I'll lay it down tomorrow. And I won't forget you, Croco, when I'm all the way on the top, and when I'm on top of the world, baby.
You will, but it's cool.
Tomorrow.
It's cool, man.
I'll be like, come on, Croco, EBT. We going. EBT buckets of food as soon as I get monetized, he said. You called Jason on going on the net. Yeah, well, hey. See, Jason's getting little money.
Are you going?
He's getting good money, but I'm talking about I need real money.
Are you going scorched earth tomorrow?
No, I'm gonna make the ultimate called shot home run. That is gonna happen. Don't ruin it, EBT. EBT is the only one that knows it. Don't ruin it. But it will happen, and I'll win all the internet forever.
Okay.
But here's the thing: if it doesn't happen, no one remembers the misses, right? They only remember if you make it.
That's what Jurassic says.
I watched Jurassic today because Big Enchilada, I think it was, said he got a woman now.
Oh shit.
And,
shit.
Yeah, so I went in there, and yeah, he's living at like a woman's house now. And I haven't been in there in a while. I'm like, yo, Garo, who wifed you up, Garo? And he's like, oh, we're not. He was like, what's up, man? He's like, we're not talking about that tonight. He's like, but yeah, he looks good, man. He looks healthy. He looks like he's lost a bunch of weight. He looked like he was happy. So good for him, man.
No hospital visits in the last couple months.
It didn't look like it, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I was just gonna do like a fun hangout stream later called As the Bears Turn, Jim Bob the Jeweler.
Okay, someone said something earlier in the chat about Jim Bob. What you want to give a little preview? You don't have to give it all away here, but what's kind of the preview of Jim Bob the Jeweler?
Well, there's this character he kind of puts on that like he came around after Owen was already established and just showed up on the farm one day in jorts, and he's this like outside kind of homesteady guy, but like
he's like a whimsical like homesteader.
He's like an artist, LA boutique jeweler bitch, really.
He's just a little bitch.
Yeah. Like makes feminist necklaces. Just
what's I don't know him. That's EBT's boy too, and Toilet Bowl loves him too.
Yeah, EBT's a fucking paid member.
Damn, EBT. He's a real member. EBT's a baller. He's supporting everyone in these streets.
No, that is true.
In these YouTube streets, because he's a baller.
He said he's a jewelry metalsmith more than a jeweler. Jesus.
He's defending him already. The cognitive dissonance is real.
I'm just trying to have a fun stream.
Okay, that's what the question was. They asked if I saw the Owen and Jim Bob.
Oh, the debate about the Trinity? Yeah, I don't give a fuck about any of that.
Was it gay?
I would assume so. But from what I saw, they just disagreed, called each other both Jewish because they both are. And then they went and saw Vox Day, and then they kissed and made up. He said nuance matters. He literally made necklaces that say feminist and little sassy fucking things. I don't know if that's what is it called?
Metal Smith or whatever he said.
Oh yeah, he's a fucking jack of all trades.
You got more dirt on him for your stream?
It's really not about like just like a lot of dirt. It was just like kind of just like a fun, just like one. I don't like the guy from the Crucible. Like he just chirped at me on Twitter out of nowhere. So I don't know what that was.
Andrew,
about.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of irritating. I've watched him a couple times. EBT's into all these like channels and guys. Like EBT was going in there hard for a while for the Crucible, and then I went in there. Like, I mean, he was just like in the chat trolling it and stuff, and I went in there a couple times. I was like, man,
like Ethan Ralph got banned. Ethan Ralph got banned from Twitter, and I was just like, oh, I didn't know what happened, and then like fucking Crucible comes in and with like underneath my tweet, like saying all this stuff, like, well, he tried to get people banned. You support people getting banned. I'm like, bro, calm the fuck down, you degenerate.
Who tried to get? Oh, they're still talking about your beef with Owen.
No, he was just he had nothing to do with me. He was talking about Ethan Ralph, and like he just went under my tweet to talk about it, and I'm just like, bro, I don't care. Like
somebody in the chat before said EBT is a poor man's Ethan Ralph. That's quite the compliment, I think.
Who's a poor man's Ethan Ralph?
EBT is.
Nah, they're way different.
I can kind of see it. Both kind of dumpster fires in their own way. Shout out to EBT.
Ethan's like, I mean, it's constant drama. Like,
that's what the people want, man. The people want the drama.
I agree. I just don't think that's what EBT is.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, he is. Shout out to EBT. That's why EBT is my boy.
The levels, though, like the. Maybe
yeah,
I don't know.
He's busy with his family, or he would he probably would dial it up a little more, but he's
Like
busy
even like,
working and has a
even
family.
like leaving his family to go do some other shit to get into some drama. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's there's definitely levels to
He's
it.
grounded in Christ, so he's not gonna do something too crazy.
Toilet Bowl Earth. Where's TK? Get Krakow the fuck up out of here. I was the only one that defended your ass the other night, and that nigga ain't gonna do shit anyways.
Yeah, what was the beef with you and TK? He came in that last stream about panels, and he came in at the very end, and
He
it
just keeps
was so
talking about
incoherent I couldn't tell, and it was already off the rails, so I just kind of shut it down.
he just keeps talking about me. I don't know what.
He
I don't
says
know why.
you didn't defend. He literally just defended you on this stream like 10 minutes ago against Benton.
Who?
You did. He's saying no, you didn't defend him. I think.
Yeah, I did the other night too. Yeah. Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
But I do want. I think I want to do another stream of panel about panels, but have completely different guests on. So see, because EBT didn't even come on, so I could have hopefully EBT or people that just weren't on there last time. Maybe Layla will come on, whoever else. Yeah,
No,
you missed it. I heard him because he was defending you against Benton because he said Benton won't shut up and let people talk.
I take it back now anyway, but
fuck him, baby. Tell him to get fucked.
No, I'm just kidding. I really do defend him in that situation. The TK thing is just funny to me, like, because I feel like he can talk shit and just let it go, like, right after. And, like, it's not a serious
TK,
thing.
yeah, he'll just, I agree with you.
You know what I
He's
mean?
down
Like,
to just talk some trash.
I don't think, like, after that thing with your stream, and then I did a video kind of, like, making fun of him and some other people that are in this Thorpe world, because he ended up on the Thorpes.
Thorpe world.
He was on the Thorpes talking about me. Then he was on your show talking about me. But then he was in my chat last night just joking around. So it's like, it's whatever.
Shout out to TK.
Yeah. It's not like a beef.
No, he's very like scatterbrained. It's hard to keep him on track. They said I'm gonna go on Eddie Bravo next, and I'm not going on it. After my prediction tomorrow and after it comes true, they're all coming on my motherfucking channel, okay? I'm gonna charge them money. I'm gonna say this. Look at all these subscribers I got. You guys got to come on my motherfucking channel, and you got to pay and play. That's how it's gonna be real soon. Okay, Dark Glasses Woody said, I liked the point in a thought experiment Austin made about panels providing an opportunity for the algorithm to model involuntary responses, get inside the inner world. That's definitely got to be part of it, right? Because there's no way I think an AI could kind of simulate that. The human being is so unpredictable. It's good to put them in situations like this and kind of test them. Yeah, TK got triggered trying to explain that he didn't get triggered.
Yeah, I just don't know why he was doing like a tour where he was talking about me a lot. It was just kind of weird, but
he was doing a book tour.
I don't know. I get a lot of these people. I just call them fans now.
He was using your name for clout.
Nah. There's no clout to be had. I'm on fucking Odyssey.
What's the channel name on Odyssey?
It's Davy Krakow.
Davy Krakow Odyssey. I never went back to Odyssey. Like I put a couple of things on there. And then for whatever reason I never did. With this what do you call it? With this StreamYard thing, you can multi-stream. So I guess I could put them on Odyssey at the same time and then.
Can you see that thing I popped on?
Where?
It was like a share screen thing. It didn't show up.
I see. I know what you mean. Hold on one second. I'm not in the StreamYard thing. Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, he's casting metal.
So this is something Jim Bob made?
Yeah. That was his business. He was an LA boutique bitch.
Hey man, it's you got to pay the bills somehow. It's no kidnapping insurance salesman.
No, It's better than like scams like Owens and shit. Like at least he did it.
If you're in LA and you're a jeweler, you're gonna have to make a feminist necklace.
Yeah, I just didn't like that they changed the story that he was like a neighbor of Owens. That just
So is
showed
that
up.
what they say though? That like it's like part of the lore now that he just happened to move next to.
Yeah,
This
he was
guy
a
that
close
drew
guy.
these viral cartoons just so happened to move next to.
The real story was that he met a girl that was like an open mic or a more established comedian than Owen was. And
Who
that's
did? Jim Bob did?
yeah, that's
His wife's a comedian.
I don't know if his current wife is or the one that he was with
Oh, okay.
when they were making the jewelry. It's very convoluted with the women. I don't know if it's been one consistent or two.
And that's how he met Owen, though, is through like the comedy circles.
Yeah.
I don't think Owen's that funny. I'm sorry.
No.
He's a little bit funny, but
he's funny when he's not trying to be, and he just kind of says something off the cuff that's funny. But as a stand-up, I don't think piano humor is that funny.
I think it's 2023. I think you and Owen should make up for Valentine's Day. I think it would be a good stream for you guys.
I told him I'd talk to him, but I mean, the guy Vox legit convinced him that I hacked his website and all this other shit. So
Vox is in his ear. Vox is his wise man, or what?
He looks up to him for some reason. I just don't think that collab's ever going to happen, but you never know.
You reach out again, say it's Valentine's Day.
Well, it's funny because he took like 2 things that I did and then like a month later made videos about the exact same topic and exact same everything that I did. And then when I went to talk to him about it, he goes, oh, this isn't actually Owen's Twitter. Someone else is running it. I'm like, bitch, I know it's you.
Yeah,
like,
that's him. What's up, Berserker Bear?
What's up, fellas? Can you hear me?
We have
Oh
a
yeah,
bear.
coming in loud and clear, man.
We have a bear.
Now, are you actually a bear?
Yeah, official bear.
He's here to
OG bear. Yeah, I'm here to defend Owen.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we need. We need the drama.
I'd say, honestly, from my insight, I think your criticisms, or criticisms, are fair, in a certain sense. But yeah, I'm an OG bear. I guess I was verified a while ago. I would say for people that are just like looking into the bear community or whatever, he's a comedian that's like really interactive with his fans, and he's this old guard comedian.
Yeah, well,
I just honestly know him from like stumbling upon him on YouTube for real. Way back in the day before the censorship went out, and I'm like, who's this dude talking about DiCaprio and going at Bono like that, talking with reckless abandon, like, hitting the hard R here and there and going at the Jays. I'm like, whoa. And at first I thought it was a little bit abrasive because he just didn't care. But then you start listening to him more, and like I said, he's like a dark humor comedian, like insult comedian, just like you'd hear back in the 80s in a comedy club where they didn't censor too much stuff. And he's real interactive with his fans, and he got banned.
You gotta be.
So yeah, and he is out of Hollywood. You know what, dude?
Okay, hold on.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
When you're milking that much money from them, you have to be interactive.
I donated to the Bertaria Fund.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's milking. I donated from it to it because I believe in what the essence of it is. It's not like a compound thing. It's a private place where people that are involved in it can have weddings there and go and eventually, hopefully, like hunt and learn how to camp and teach kids how to fish and stuff like that. That's all it is. For real, it
Yeah.
sounds like he's milking. I donated to it
Yeah, but it's
willingly.
but it's not happening.
It is happening. There's already been a wedding there.
Well, he bought a house with part of the money, so.
But that was all transparent from the beginning. It was all like happening as it was, and it was all transparent. It wasn't, in my opinion, it wasn't milking at all. It was all, like I said, it was all. I willingly donated to it.
So when he said, "I need this many people, and we can make $1 million," and he spends $500K on his own house, you don't think that's like?
I don't remember him saying that we can make $1 million. He was just trying to come from a good sense of like, what's going on. Well, we got to give a little bit of context, though, Krakow. You're not like saying that it was. It was like it was going on. It was during COVID when everything was getting locked down and you couldn't go out.
He did this.
So it was so in the interactive nature of his fans and when he's doing his stream.
No, that was
it's like hip fire. I listened to every single one of the streams pretty much.
That was his second Barataria. The first one, when he got all the donations, that one didn't work because remember he couldn't get the land. So then he did another drive for more money.
Yeah, so it's just all a scam. He's a shill grifter. I get it. I donated, so I got played. What are you going to do? Are you going to keep whining about it?
I'm not whining.
You just said you sound like a whiner though.
But that's what happened.
No, I'm not. I just told you that I donated because I believed in it.
Well,
so I represent effectively criticism to your criticism. I know that's a little bit
idiot for doing
abrasive. Yeah, that's your opinion.
No, it's actually the truth.
And then you're obviously childish.
Oh, I'm not as dumb as a child to give money to a fucking Hollywood celebrity that already has $1 million.
But cool, that's cool. I appreciate your opinion. If that's what you think and you keep on going with that, that's cool. Like have at it.
Okay.
Even your homies tell you that EBT is cool with them or whatever. I
don't give a
fuck. I came off saying clearly. I came off saying that your criticism is fair. But when you act like a little punk bitch about it when we're trying to talk like men, I see where you're coming from.
Nope.
Whatever, it's cool. So.
I'm just trying to get
it's your opinion. I represent a criticism to your criticism, and obviously you can't take it. That's cool.
It's a voluntary.
I mean, it's true colors, Krakow. Whatever.
As long as he's good with it.
Alpha, where are we at here?
You tell me.
It's a made up fucking bullshit.
You can't self-identify. Cool, that's your opinion. Great.
It's not my opinion. Vox Day.
Well, a lot of people do use it. A lot of people do cite it. A lot of academics cite it, not knowing that Vox made it.
Well, he said yesterday that it was basically made up.
So you listening to him?
I hear clips.
How? You got a subscription? Are you one of those undercover bears?
No, I have inside sources.
Undercover bears. I've never heard that term.
I have inside
sources. That's hip fire right there, Chalk. It's not like established canon of the bear terminology. You know what I mean?
It's close. Like I got close insiders. That's how I uncovered that.
I mean, clearly, I get it.
Remember how I exposed unauthorized as a scam? Remember that one?
Why is unauthorized a scam? I subscribe to there also. I was just listening to Vox right now.
Because they told people they were going to live stream and they were buying their own servers and they needed hundreds of thousands.
I'm pretty sure that's going on. And they didn't say that they needed hundreds of thousands of dollars. They crowdsourced it and it was all open source and transparent from the beginning.
But they didn't need servers.
But if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. If this. I mean, we could fucking say that to the cows come home, Krakow. You're just like grabbing at straws, dude. Whatever, but that's all your opinion, man. Like I said off the jump, that your criticism is fair, but then you double down. Like I'll double down if I think I'm right and believe I'm right, especially per my faith. But I came out transparent from the jump, and it's just clear that you're a little bitch, yo. In my opinion, even your whole, like I said, even your boys are cool with him, and Chalk's professional about it.
I don't care.
Clearly,
I like the drama.
Clearly,
you guys just keep going.
Yeah, that's why I appreciate you, Chalk. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not trying to, and I don't even care. I'm cool with Krakow. We can still go balling on the basketball court, but I'm saying sometimes sometimes the basketball court, when you want to reference the social sexual hierarchy, that's where dudes like you get weeded out, man, for real, because you're like, 100%. Honestly, maybe people do get a little bit conflated when that's not hashed out on the court. honestly. And I reference Court because I grew up at a real based Town Boys and Girls Club that I'm an alumni at right now. And
Cool, dude.
they're really good with kids, real based. And that's how I grew up, man. Honestly, if you got a difference of opinion with somebody, hash it out, right? But you can't do that right now. So people get a little bit keyboard muscles, but it's cool because I'll maintain professional. I'm a grown ass man.
Well,
I work, not saying that you don't work and that you're not a family man or whatever, but I got a good, keen insight on people on a certain level. And effort, like, I mean, I still don't have any personal problem with you, man, but I came off pretty professional and above board at first. And you're the one, and you can rewind the tape, you're the one that kind of got a little bit negative at first. So I'm not no punk bitch that you can push around, man. So
well, you're getting a little emotional right now, so calm down.
No, I don't think so. If you think I'm getting emotional, if you've never actually, I'll let you talk first. If you think I'm getting emotional, you got no idea what you're talking about.
You're just rambling.
And it's clear what I just said is true. So that's your opinion, but I appreciate it. And I think it's actually clear that I'm the one that's being professional here. And that you're the one that went south first.
Because I told you that Bertaria was a scam and Unauthorized was a scam. And you're defending.
No, because I represent a
YouTuber.
Because I represent a critical take to what you allege against Tartaria.
Why is he trying to monetize YouTube channels when he's got his own streaming service?
Because he doesn't have a full-time job. And he can't go back into a comedy club because he's blacklisted from it. Are you familiar with that term, blacklisted? That is the thing.
I remember he canceled his own show and tried to blame it on trolls.
Yeah, imagine if you couldn't do your main profession though for income.
I remember when
whatever you do. Yeah, but it's context though. So take yourself out of your own shoes and put yourself into somebody else's shoes, regardless of capacity. Listen, I listen to RV Truth. RV Truth takes a hard stance against Owen. Because he came from Hollywood.
Louis C.K.
So yeah, bro, are you gonna let me answer? Take yourself out of yourself. Exactly. There goes how professional you are. True colors. You know what I mean?
I come in as a professional.
Stand up, dude. You know what I mean? You would get the basketball whipped at your face on the court, dude, honestly, and then we would see how you would react to that, the way that you act right now.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
The Boys and Girls Club?
Town Boys and Girls Club of the North Towns. Yeah.
In
the town of Tonawanda.
That's really cool shit, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It is cool shit, actually, and it's a good place for kids.
Yeah, Jessica Jane. Remember?
So anyway,
called the show.
So whatever you do, so Krakow, let me just make that point. Let me make that point though, for context. Take yourself out of your own shoes.
About the
whatever the capacity, whatever. I know that you're conflating it because he comes from Hollywood or whatever. And again, I'm just a fan. I have no communication with Owen whatsoever, not at all. I'm just a fan. And you asked me if I was verified. I was back in the day.
I didn't ask if.
Now just imagine a chalk did. So just imagine if you weren't able to do your main profession. Me, I'm a collector I'm a full-time collector. I'm a commercial collector. I collect commercial debt for companies where other companies owe them money. That's how I make my living. If I was unable to make my living, I would probably do things similar to what Owen's doing with the interactive nature that we have, able to monetize YouTube accounts, because in my opinion, if you didn't do that, you'd be fucking retarded because you got a family to feed. That's my opinion, right? So you can criticize that all you want till the cows come home. In my opinion, that's gay because it's been addressed, and I just represented a critical take to your critical take on them, and you still fail to realize it, and you're personally attacking me. So I don't care. Honestly, it doesn't bother me at all. You think I'm getting upset about this, bro? I got a family. I can care less. Okay. I appreciate your feedback, though, honestly. And I wish you the best, man. I still like watching you guys together. Again, I appreciate what Chalk does. I was on here talking about Truth or Stuff
I love
a week
Chuck
ago.
Too. I love Chuck, too.
All right, let's dial it back for a second. I would just say I really don't care about Owen. I'm not invested in it either way. I would just say, as what you're saying, Berserker Bears, you gave money and it was voluntary, and you don't feel.
I believe the one. Yeah, I believe.
Don't feel bad about it at that point. I mean, then there's
Not at all.
nothing really more that could be said, I guess. But if someone did feel like they didn't give,
someone asked if the 400. Someone just asked if I gave him the 400. I think I didn't make the cut. I made like 350, and I had to do it in chunks. It don't matter though, because like I said, it's like voluntary. You know, if I were to give you Like if I were to give you a tip or a chat, like I
Right.
appreciate that. Like I'm on YouTube and I make shorts. Like I don't put the effort into it. That's why I look up to I look up to dudes like you because you guys put work into it. You're good at it. You can tell it's part of your craft. I'm not that skilled in it, you know. So when I'm watching you guys in Krakow, and I have the humility enough to like laugh at you guys when you make fun of Owen and stuff, even though it's like I'm a bear or whatever. It's like I don't have to agree with everything. That's why I think you're acting a little bit childish, Krakow, on that level. Because we could still chill around a campfire, dude. You are the one that went south first, and I'm not trying to puff out my chest, man. But I'm certainly not going to be pushed over like I'm some punk bitch, because I'm certainly not. And we could chill at a campfire together, and maybe this is a good learning experience for people. Because I grew up with a bunch of dudes that I'm still good friends with, man, and I'm the youngest dude of them, and they're a bunch of crushers. They all have families, okay, and
yeah, I'm not.
I could take some shit, man. I got real thick skin, right?
Yeah,
so you can
I
throw it at me.
I don't think I threw anything at you that was like fucking outlandish, dude. Like I don't know where you're going.
We can leave it at that then, bro. I appreciate that.
It went
Yeah,
south.
we can leave it at that then. Yep, I appreciate that. We'll leave it at that. If that's what you think, then like I said, water under the bridge.
Talking about Owen's Bertaria thing.
That's all on record, dude. I'm perfectly fine with what I said.
Yeah.
If that's your take on that, whatever, man. We move forward. It's rear view. That's how I take it. I said what I had to say.
Yeah, Jessica made a good point though, that when Owen was in the middle of his spiral and trying to, blame all like trolls for all his failures, he actually called in his own comedy show. He canceled his own comedy show and then went on and told everybody that the trolls canceled him. And I had to call the manager at the hotel to like confirm this.
You call the manager of the hotel to confirm it? Oh,
yeah.
That's what you guys do. That's part of what you guys do.
Well, I knew he was lying.
When was this?
Fuck, I don't know.
Very proud of you.
Whenever he tried to claim he was doing a Las Vegas show.
Like 6 years ago? 5 years ago?
Whenever he was claiming he was doing comedy.
They should put the work in to call the manager of the hotel, man. You do your due diligence.
Well, I just wanted to make sure he was lying.
Very proud of you. Yeah, okay. That's your opinion, though, I believe you.
No, it wasn't my
opinion. The way, right, I get it. I see the way that you act initially, right off the jump. So I'm going to listen. I'm going to take what you have to say with a lot of gravitas. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like you initially acted like a child. So when you say that, you think that we're all going to weight you heavily? We're going to weight you heavily on that? You've acted like an extreme child in this encounter right here, dude.
Well, you're the one that hangs out at boys and girls clubs, so I don't know.
No, I grew up at one.
You're still.
I grew up
throwing basketballs at people.
No, I talked about throwing a basketball at your face.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen though.
Not at people, at your face. Don't deflect, because it would deflect off your face.
This is like,
you know what I mean?
This is like I'm rubber and you're glue. Shut the fuck up.
I don't know. See, then you get defensive about it.
That's not defensive. I just told you.
No, you're too easy, bro. You're too easy. You shouldn't.
What?
Maybe you shouldn't be
spit it out
at your capacity doing what you're doing.
What does that even mean?
When someone fronts you on your childish behavior, you act like a kid.
Okay.
Clearly.
I would say at least, like I said, I don't care either way. I would say at least when you look at what Owen's talking about, whether it's a grift or not, like there's worse grifts, like Archaics. What are you getting out of Archaics? And then you got,
man, I love when you guys go at that, dude.
But Owen's telling you, like, sustain for yourself, have a family, and
I definitely
Christianity at least and stuff like that. So
slaying sacred cows and stuff like that. And I talk with a lot of bears, and I got a good solid relationship with a lot of them, if nothing else.
B Smiley said it best right here. You're both stubborn.
What's up, B Smiley?
Yeah,
I like that, dude.
You guys, someone else I think it was
I'm
Smiley.
perfectly fine to bury the hatchet. That's what I'm saying. You know, you just
Somebody
this
else
is the
said
dude that
you
keeps
guys
on taking
yeah,
shots.
dude,
you guys
there's
agree on more
there's
than
no
you
hatchet.
disagree on,
There's
so
no
it's
hatchet.
probably
Like,
not a big
Why it's a
deal.
learning. There is a hatchet actually at Krakow.
Here we go.
There is a hatchet. There's one right here.
There.
That's from Gathering of the Juggalos.
And then, yeah, hold on, Krakow. There is also a. Hold on, this is funny. Yeah, I'm perfectly okay with burying the hatchet. And like I said earlier, this is a learning experience for people online. Krakow, it's all good. Don't worry about it. But
That's not worried.
Yeah. Why? Because the hatchet. My parents gave me that as a
no. I'm joking, dude. God.
That's tight.
There is a basketball too.
Okay.
So see,
but yeah, all good.
I see why Berserker Bear would be drawn to Owen too, though, because he's saying he grew
Hold
up.
on, you're from upstate New York?
Oh no, Buffalo. It's Western. Everyone calls Buffalo like upstate New York. I get it if you're from like New York City.
I'm from upstate New York.
Where are you at? Where are you at? If you don't mind, I'm from Buffalo. I live in Buffalo.
A little past Hamlin.
Okay. Yeah. No. So just to wrap that stuff up, guys. You know that I don't.
Like an hour from you.
Okay, we should do some bushwhacking together. I don't. I drive. Are you close to Rochester?
Some dodgeball.
Yo, so here's the deal. Yeah, bury the hatchet. And this is good for people listening that we're not going to be forever enemies. Oh my God, that's how dudes hash stuff out. People who are listening. You know what I mean? Seriously,
that's like
learning experience.
Nowadays, though, they try to like remove that type of stuff from society.
It's ridiculous. Okay, now let me just wrap it up too. Like RV Truth, you guys know RV Truth, Mr. Vegan, whatever. I like him because he's like Christian, you know, faith, and he gets a little bit dogmatic, and I can't stand his vegan shit. But I like his like how he breaks down movies because that's what I do a little bit with my channel, not just history. You know what I mean? But he takes a critical stance on Owen, and he justifies it. He's got a lot of bears that watch him. You know, and he doesn't like tiptoe through the tulips. He's like, yeah, and he says, I can't because of the Hollywood thing, you know. And Owen was in Hollywood for a while, you know. And then I get it. I'm just a fan, and I'm not in the communication with him at all. I'm just a fan of a comedian who's, like I said, insult comedian, and he's interactive with his community, you know. So, oh, dude, are you still? I wanted to call in to segue and pivot on that. Krakow, all good, homie. I appreciate the joust.
I'd like to see you guys.
No.
Hug it out.
Yeah, we'll hug it out. Yeah, for sure. I would
say,
shake your hand, Krakow, with solid handshake, man. My father always taught me to let him know you're there. But water under the bridge, man. No hard feelings at all.
I see you're talking about you grew up in like a Boys and Girls Club and it had a big influence on your life. And I can see that how that shows why you're kind of drawn to Owen.
Yeah, man. My wife went back there I'm still involved there. My wife went back there to be an internship there because I still know the director. Okay, it's a very good place.
Yeah,
it's different now, but.
And these
thank you for bringing that up, Chalk. Thank you. I appreciate
in the chat that are calling you like brainwash bear. To me, I would say he saw this like thing have a positive effect on probably not only just his life, but a lot of other people's lives. And he sees Owen trying to do something at least somewhat similar to that.
I appreciate that, Chalk. Yeah, and
actually do things that are actually going to help people. Like I said, at least Owen's like pointing people in the right direction other than endless chasing your tail nonsense like an Archaics or QOC or something like that.
Yo, and as far as brainwash bear, just have him watch our chat from like a week ago. I've been tinfoil hat like
the chat.
Mel Gibson. Oh, I don't care, man. I'm cool. Like I don't take it personal. I think it's hilarious. You know, I'm not like an uptight asshole over here. I'm down to earth. You know, if I come off like I'm nervous or anything like that, probably because I am a little. I still get nervous when I make my videos. Honestly, when I'm pre-recording, I'm sure you know that feeling, Chuck. Honestly, like even if I'm going to pre-record a video. And I have all the components in an outline, dude. I still get nervous.
I'm worse recorded. That's why I just go live. Like I'll overthink it.
When I don't edit.
I'm thinking. Like that's why I just press the button and go, and then I can no longer think I have to just go.
a part of that why I do that, dude, is because I don't want to edit. I haven't taught myself how to edit yet. Do you do any editing?
Too. Not, I mean, a little bit, but I try not to. It's a batch.
Yeah, it seems like it's intimidating. I tried doing it I got like the Da Vinci thing, but that seemed like to fuck up my
man,
desktop. I don't like it.
That's deep, man.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah.
We go three white boys walk into a bar.
You know what? You had a show a couple weeks ago where you're doing weird stories. I got a weird story, dude, while I was bushwhacking, tying my research. But you guys want to hear it?
I'm gonna dip out.
Okay, go to Davey Crocco on Odyssey.
Crocco,
nice talking to you, Berserker.
Yo, Crocco, I appreciate the back and forth, man. For real.
Yeah, good convo.
I'll call in again another time.
It's all good, man.
Right,
Drew, enjoy the rest of the stream. Everybody in the chat, see you when I see you. Truth or Cop.
Oh, Truth or Cop is up in here. What's
Yeah,
up, dude?
I was trying to get in here, but the sound was.
Peace, yo.
I'm streaming while streaming.
Neckbeard Cop, what's up, man?
Neckbeard Cop.
You got a neckbeard?
I hope not. Good to see you, Crocco.
But
yo, what's up, Truth or Cop? How you doing, man?
You got a weird story, Berserker?
I do, man. A really weird story, dude.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
One of the weirdest things. I wanted to call in that night when you were taking them, but I was busy. For the weird things that happen or creepy, like ghost stories or whatever. But this isn't a ghost story. It's just something that happened to me when I was bushwhacking. My bushwhacking buffalo number 9, and there's a long story short. It was back when I was calling everything Tartaria, like a fucking retard. But. So a part of what I do is just like hop out, and if I see something cool, I'll just like hop out when I'm driving or whatever I'm doing and take footage. It stems from like doing that back when I was fishing crazy. You're driving somewhere to go fishing and you see a cool spot, you hop out real quick, see if you can catch a bass. It's like bushwhacking fishing. So that's kind of why I use the bushwhacking term. Anyway, you apply that to what I do with research. If there's a cool building or something old, I'll hop out and take some footage. So this is a place that I wanted to go to. I have my eye on it. As a matter of fact, it's being sold now and flipped over. It's an old Masonic hall and library, and it's my bushwhacking number 9. So long story short, whatever. It's right on Niagara Street, right? And that's a busy street. It's a bus route, and it's a main thoroughway from like the north towns of Buffalo to get to the city. And so it's busy. There's buses there. People are walking down it and whatever. Now, the place that I'm going to is the Jubilee Center, and it's up on my right. I park a little bit before it because I'm going to walk up to it, right? So I get out and because I want to get the walk up, part of what I do. And I noticed behind me that there's a lady about 50 yards behind me, right? No big deal because, again, it's a busy street. Okay. I get up closer to the building and start filming and get past it. Now there's these two like brownstone buildings that are like apartment buildings next to each other. And there's a long driveway that goes all the way to the back of it. And I'm getting footage of it, and narrow driveway, asphalt. And behind it is the 190 is the throughway. And it's up about 20 feet. So there's a berm, but these are big, narrow, red brick buildings and a narrow driveway. So I'm going down the driveway, and there's apartments on these things, right? And there's entrances. And it's like they got cool wrought iron staircase, like fire exit shits. Like I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Is it Tartaria? Is it melted brick? But so as I'm going back towards the back of it, I noticed that lady made her way down the same driveway. But I'm a little bit ahead of her still, and I'm like, she probably lives here. As I'm going back more and more towards the back of the house, getting closer to the 190 where the asphalt starts to end and the grass is. She starts making her way more on the line towards me, passing the entrances to the apartments. I'm like, what's going on here? And it's so narrow. It's to the point where she's kind of approaching me. Now I start getting a little bit on edge a little bit. And now this is happening fleeting, dude. I have my camera. She's coming in. It's almost like at this point she followed me. And then as she's passing me, this is like some Donnie Darko shit, man. Right after this happened, I went to my dad's house and told him what happened. It's like I'm getting chills. she's passing me, and then she faintly just says, really faintly, "You're making it shorter." And then she passes right in front of me, like 2 feet in front of me. And then she gets down on her knees and puts her face into the grass. Her knees were on the asphalt because we were at the end of the parking lot, dude. She did not fall. She did not fall. She didn't trip. She purposely got down on her knees and put her face into the grass. Now, instincts are like, should I help this lady? And then she's murmuring. I could hear her murmuring, "You're making it shorter, making it shorter." Now, this is where I'm conflicted with myself, because I got a real bad feeling in my stomach, and I walked away. It was going so fast, man. She walked right by me. "You're making it shorter." She got by me about a pace, and then she went on her knees gingerly, and it was at the end of the parking lot, the asphalt. Her knees were on the asphalt. Her face was in the grass. And I'm like, do I help this lady? Does she live here? Should I call the cops? Should I get somebody's attention? These are all things that are going through my head quickly. And then something just told me, just walk away, Dustin. And I did. I walked away. The lady was on her knees with her face in the dirt. One of the most crazy things that ever happened to me. And then I walked away from it. Maybe I can get some insight from you guys. I went immediately to my dad's house. I snapped a couple more pics. I didn't go back down that driveway, right? And then I started feeling bad. I get in my car. I'm like, what just happened here? And like, did I leave somebody? Should I go back there? I just got a bad feeling in my stomach. And then I left.
What do you think happened?
That's the main question. Now here's the thing is, as I'm recounting it, and then I went left and I told my dad what happened. Dude, it's so weird now that I'm thinking about it. You start seeing details of it. Now here's what's really weird. There was almost like a personal thing to it, because she was like an older disheveled lady. She had like a jean jacket on, kind of disheveled hair. And what stuck out to me, as I remember it, as she said, as she was walking by me saying, "You're making it shorter." What that means, no idea. We can debate on that for forever. But she had a tissue in her hand, in her right hand, a tissue, like she was using it. And my grandmother always had a tissue in her hand. My grandmother would always have a tissue in her hand because she had cataracts, and she always had to wipe the tears coming out of her eye because of her cataracts. That was one thing that was significant. Disheveled, older looking, jean jacket on. And craziest thing that ever happened to me in front of my face, I feel bad. Excuse me. I kind of feel bad that I left her, but the only thing that gives me solace is that she definitely didn't fall. She did not fall. She gingerly went down on her knees and put her face.
Glitched out, basically. It's like a glitch.
I don't know, man. It was.
What do you think after all this time you've thought about it? What do you think happened?
I think that she might have been a vacated soul and maybe possessed, dude.
Like a ghost or something? Or you think she was like?
I don't think she was
possessed?
If she was a ghost, man, she looked pretty darn real. I wouldn't give it like an apparition type of thing, but I don't know, man. Crazy stuff. I'm faithful. I believe in Jesus Christ and one God. So maybe she was okay. Occam's razor. Maybe she was just had a mental problem, right? And I was the only stimulus in her area. Again, she was the only lady that was behind me. It's not uncommon to have people walking down Niagara Street. Literally, it's busy and it's a bus route. So maybe she was reacting to that. It was just very weird that she followed me down that narrow driveway, all the way back past the doors, dude. It was really weird. Really weird, really creepy. And then as she's walking by me, what comes to mind is like Grandma Death from, if anybody's a movie buff. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. It's weird.
I've seen people glitch out a couple times. My wife and I.
I've told that story before too on Hanging with the Bears. couple of different times. Getting
What they say was
well, you know, we have our faith, right? So we're looking at it through the lens of, you know, Christian faith or the way. The feedback that I got from most bears that I fellowship with and talk to them about, they think that it might have been a vacated soul who was possessed, you know, possibly. You know, it's not like it's definitely that. You know, we're not all dogmatic idiots, guys, as bears. I know we like to take a lot of slack or whatever, but if I can speak for the bears and the unbearables, if I haven't I guess shown that we're not like that at all. So, and if I honestly, I kind of feel bad now about getting out of line with Krakow. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, was I like?
That's what the people want. It was great. You guys live
professionally speaking, Chalk. I don't really care. I get it. Fans are cool, but I'll draw a line there. I don't care. I don't want to. And it's not about me not looking like an asshole, or whatever. I don't give a fuck about that. Literally. Obviously, I care what people think, my family and stuff like that. I think people that say I don't care what people think about me, I think that's a little bit of a slippery slope. But I don't want to, you know, I kind of feel bad. So just
it's all good.
Just so people know that you can hash it out and be okay with it. Dudes can hash shit out if you're a real dude. I think real recognizes real.
Yeah, I wanted to cut in here. You know, Thought Respecter brought me over here. He's always getting on me. That Thought Respecter down in the chat. He's Kiwi Bear. I just want to make sure that's well known.
Oh, Kiwi Bear. I think I remember Kiwi Bear. I'll tell you what, man. There's a lot of bears that I've even forgot names, honestly, and I'm sorry. Shout out to Kiwi Bear.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's been around for a minute.
He's like a troll, isn't he? Thought Respecter.
I don't know. Maybe that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
I think Thought Respecter is a troll.
I don't fucking know.
He thinks he's a good troll, and I think he's like a medium.
Well, I haven't heard of him as a troll, so he ain't doing that good. I've been a bear for a minute. Wow.
Right. That's Kiwi Bear. But then I think EBT. I think we need to come with a bear name for EBT. And I think that's a welfare bear. I mean, EBT welfare bear. You know.
Food stamp bear.
Food stamp bear. There you go.
Food stamp.
EBT bear is sounds good, but he's got to get verified though. Got to write a letter.
You
but here's
you got to get verified. Better put that ass up in the air, boy. Grills Bear. He said he wants to be Grills Bear. Is that like Bear Grylls? Is that like the joke? Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls, he's a shill, man. I used to watch his show. I love. Well, I'm a History Channel, Discovery Channel kid from back in the day, and then he had his the fuck was it called? Man versus Wild. And then he took some slack, Bear Grylls, for that one because I guess he said people found out that he was going to hotels at night. But what do you expect? He wasn't like another awesome Survivor show. OG one is Survivor Man. That's the one I always like Survivor Man over Bear Grylls. So I'm not sure how Bear Grylls came
Which
up.
one is Survivor Man? I don't know if I've ever.
The Canadian dude. Are you Canadian, Truth or Cop?
Fuck you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, damn, that's a fucking serious.
I thought you were, dude.
Right there.
I heard Chuck. That's another thing. Like, yeah, I heard about Truth or Cop through you, Chuck. So, no.
Yeah, shout out to Truth or Cop.
No, my bad, bro. Survivor.
I think I reached out to you recently about the stone walls and the.
Yo, if you did, I'm sorry. If you did, I'll follow up on you. I follow back up because I'm all about the research, man. Like I was saying earlier about monetization on my channel, I don't make shit for it. Like I was thinking about the other day, just like removing all the monetization commercials off my channels because I got like I don't do merch. Yeah, I don't fucking have time, man. That's why I commend you guys that do it. Man, I work full time and I'm family, man. I do a lot of stuff with family. And saying that, even it's wintertime and we're cooped up here, but I do have ambitions to like do membership, you know, and like merch eventually. But like if I do that, I would just rather make a video or research, man. You know, like honestly, I don't make that much, and maybe people think differently. But on my YouTube account right now, it's like $20. It doesn't even chop out unless you go over 100 on AdSense.
Yeah, they don't even cash you out.
Nope. Whatever. I don't care. It's a passion for me, man. It's like a hobby. I'm grateful. I work from home. We got sent home. My wife and I, we work at the same place, actually, where we met. The people that follow my channel will know that, but 17 years ago, we met at the job that we're still at. So, and then COVID sent us home because we're an office job. So I'm grateful that I can like research and do my stuff and everything, but it's a hobby nonetheless. I live in a cool city that's got some cool history, and I just want to showcase it. Sorry, dude.
I was just, is this the UFO episode? Another call in? Because I don't even know what the topic is.
All UFO all day. Yeah.
I blew up the spot, man. Chuck, I'm sorry. I just like threw a wrench into everything.
We're just talking about whatever, but I was talking about like the UFO and the trains.
I could lay some gravy on that. Yeah. What's going on with the train stuff, man? That's
no, man.
And then Texas too.
Yeah, there was like 4 derailments today within the last 48 hours.
So, listening to the Bears, like I heard, like that might be because to reference the Rona, a lot of industries are working on skeleton crews, like from your local Wegmans or your local to major corporations, and that's happening also on the rail. Like a skeleton crew, like you get it, running on bare bones, and they're still trying to hammer out the numbers, and I guess that's going to lead to. But there does seem kind of like some kind of smells fishy, like a psyop going on, right? But like it doesn't seem to explain it. Even I only heard about the one in Texas recently. So you got Ohio, Texas, and there's a couple more.
Yeah, I was pulling them up. New Canaan, Connecticut. There was a smaller one. And,
dude, what's going on with the biblical names? The other one was in New Palestine. And this is New Canaan?
Yeah.
That's right after that.
It's all some biblical.
I don't know. What was the one in Texas?
I just had them all pulled up. Truck driver and I don't know about Texas, but there's the other one I was talking about was Ashland, Kentucky. A different truck train incident today.
And then I showed earlier there was a semi that rolled over. I thought it might be Benton, and it was carrying hazardous materials.
Oh yeah, is Ben running psyops out there, man? He ain't been on all day.
Well, that's
yeah. Where's Benton? He's running You're gonna see him on BBC like his mom was.
Well, that's the common. There's a common thread now with hazardous materials type of deal. So that's
right.
Something going on there, right? Common denominator. What are they trying to waft? What are they trying to egregor with that shit?
Something, man. You'll find out.
Yeah. Well, does it? Okay. On that level, doesn't it feel like there's something brewing? Like the next squeeze of the snake. They let up a little bit with the Rona. I'm getting that vibe myself personally.
I'm gonna put my prediction out on my main channel tomorrow, but I don't want to talk about it.
No, I heard you earlier.
I'm gonna hype it up.
Yeah, like you got some truth. And
I'm gonna make like a small video about it, and then I'm gonna make a short. Bro. I'm gonna make a short, and then if it happens, the short will get like millions of views.
Have you been bleeding out the shorts too? Are they monetizing it now?
Well, that's part of the reason I paid for the Streamlab tonight is because there's an editor right in there that lets you cut the short and upload it right to YouTube's. So that's what I plan to do. I'll probably take you and Davey going at it and like put a little clip or something.
Oh, chop it up.
I'll find a good clip though.
I might, like I did. I hope you don't mind that I chopped up the other one that you and I talked about. Fine. You know what I mean? No, I'm not gonna.
I'll copyright strike you if I ever get mad at you though.
Fuck off.
Be warned.
I'm definitely not restreaming right now. This very interaction.
That's funny. No, man, but yo, Chuck, I appreciate it, man. I'm probably gonna dip out. I didn't mean to come on and like throw a wrench in this shit, but I appreciate
they loved it,
giving me the time and everything. Yeah, so
yeah, I'm gonna do these a lot more. So anytime, man.
All right, cool, guys. Peace out, y'all. Be safe.
Have a good one, man.
Okay,
I'll shoot you a message.
Cool. Yeah, definitely on IG.
Bertaria.
Oh yeah, even better, my man. Okay, cool. What's your name on there?
No, I can't give it on here. There's too many watching.
Oh, okay. No, I got you. All right. Super secret. All right, legends. God bless.
Right, man. Jessica, I don't know if you're still in here. If you are, though, can you put Berserker Bear's channel up. What's up with you, Truther Cop? You've been riding hard with Benton lately. Benton, I wanted to ask you this. Do you have any animosity towards Benton? He put you on the late shift, the 4th shift.
What a son of a bitch, man. What's up with that?
Yeah, man. What? I mean, I know you're busy in the day too, though. So
yeah, no, it would actually be a fitting role because he wakes up at like 1 a.m. my time, so which I'm usually up till. So it actually wouldn't be problematic, but it's hard to stay streaming that long if I don't have a reason to. If I'm not carrying over his thing,
And you got JG and they're like, you corny. You corny.
He shows me some respect when I'm finally streaming and he comes on usually, but oh my god, he's such a difficult. He's so difficult to put up with, man.
Yeah, Ben, shout out to Benton. He's been going hard on those streams, man. I think he had to take like a day off because he was streaming so hard there.
He was streaming a lot this morning, up until the early afternoon.
In and out a couple times this morning. He was like, "Let me show you this clip of when I pulled in this yard." He's like, "I've already showed it twice, but let me show it again." I'm like, "Damn, bro, just if everyone's already seen it, you don't have to." But I watched.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's funny. But it was actually his 90-day challenge to you that caused him to stand out to me. And that's when I really started following him. What was that, like 4 months ago? 3 months ago, maybe.
Did he rage quit this morning driving? That's what Jessica said in the chat. I heard him talking about thinking about rage quitting.
He was going on a lot about buying a used car. I think he's been trying to get out of the business, for a moment, at least for a month or two. He's been saying he was going on and on about buying a used car. I assume so he can just travel a little bit.
Denise, of all people, said he looks too skinny. She looks like he's pretty thin. Yeah, Benton, I don't know. We'll see. He'll be back. That's Toilet Boy Earth's boy. They're biffles.
It's Toilet Boy Earth's favorite man.
Yeah.
I think they're best friends, right?
Oh yeah. Hey, we got Stephen David in the house. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up? I'm not gonna burn up much of your time, but I thought of a really funny idea using Chat GPT. And have you learned about or heard about?
I don't even know
of
what the hell that thing is, dude. I hear all these boomers talking about it, and I don't know exactly what it is. Can you fill me in real quick?
Yeah, I'll give you a quick rundown and
TLDR.
And what I've found. Yeah. TLDR is basically the whole Chat GPT is AI based on all of the collected data that is now on the internet. They can basically create characters based on what they assume any sort of historical character would say. It's more accurate for living characters, and there's a few different Chat GPT programs where you can actually pay for subscriptions to talk to people. And one of the wildest ones, I'll have to send you the link. You can actually speak to Jesus, actually, as far as one of the dead characters in Chat. Yeah, exactly. So,
some AI.
So, given all of that, right? You remember back in the day when radio had, the really smart radio hosts that knew how to throw their voices or had like the voice changing shit, and they could do guest people during whatever like political shit was going on or whatever, and make it like a really funny bit. Almost like Crank Yankers, but on the radio before Crank Yankers was existing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it'd be a fucking great idea if you could take Chat GPT, take advantage of the voice dictation type of app so that you didn't have to type in a question to the Chat GPT, and you could just, converse with Chat GPT while it dictates what you're saying to it, and have it auto feed a response to you in the voice, theme, whatever you want to call it, of any fake character that you choose. So like you could basically have Jordan Peterson guest featured, right?
They have I know they have it's not an AI thing though, but there is like a voice thing. I watch some of these music producers online, and they have like a type to voice thing of like famous rappers. Like it can be Drake or Travis Scott. You can pick whoever, and then you type the bars in, and then it will like rap it out in this synthesized voice that sounds like the rapper. So it's possible.
Dude. There was I listen to Tim Dillon every once in a while, and he actually had a episode not too long ago where he had Chat GPT basically write out a bit for him in his diction, basically. And he read it out loud on his podcast, and he was like, wow, this is pretty fucking close to exactly how I would try and say this story. So it's one of those things where it would be so perfect, especially in this time and age, to be able to really fucking psyop people back, or even just for entertainment purposes, you know, like be able to take different people and make them into a caricature.
They did have another thing. This was actually a few years ago called, what was it called? It was an Adobe program. Oh, no, I can't remember the name of it. Adobe. Anyway, what it was is you would feed it one voice, like of your friend or whatever. You just needed like a couple minutes of them talking, and you feed it that, and then you could text to type, and it would use their voice. But then, like, it wouldn't let them release it or something. There was some reason they couldn't release it because they thought it would be like misused by people, kind of how you're talking about. You could have your friends and whatever, you know.
And now everybody's complaining about, whatever Cortez is getting deep faked in pornos. So it's like, why not get out ahead of the curve?
Oh, they already have that one.
Oh yeah, dude. It's exactly everything, the whole anything you can imagine has already been created on the internet type of theory.
Yeah, I suppose. And the only thing I know about that chat GPT, I only know that everyone's trying to get it to say the N-word.
Yeah. Allegedly, actually, people have been effective enough to be able to convince somehow. And obviously, this is, the kind of like, oh, is it a psyop? Whatever. All right. Suspend disbelief for a second. Somebody was able to hack Chat GPT and make it think or act as this character that is this totally racist, sexist, homophobic version of Chat GPT. And I think it's like
EBT basically.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Chat EBT.
Chat EBT.
Fuck.
Damn. We're on it.
Yes,
we're on
exactly.
It.
Chat EBT is already on the horizon.
That's fucking funny.
But yeah, I'm not gonna hold you guys up more. That was just something that I found. I thought it was fascinating. It'd be something kind of fun to fuck around with if you got the computer space to try and test run that kind of thing, dude. You could be on the bleeding edge of the new streaming stuff.
For sure. But
Take it easy, man.
Your show? You doing that show with Prolapse Kids still?
Yes, sir. You can check me out, YouTube/Steven, the same way you see it down here. I throw in the 33 in there just to gaslight people.
It's just Steve. Yeah, I almost had it. Let me see. ST3PH. Stephen David, but spelled like that.
Yeah, I think it might be either that or just Stephen David. If I fucked you up on the URL, I apologize.
STEPH. I'll get it. I got it. I'll throw it in the link, and then so it's you and Provo Kid doing. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're trying
Spitball
to do
News. There it is.
Yes, sir. Spitball news. We're trying to do consistently as often as possible every Sunday in the evening. I just recorded one with him tonight that I'm gonna try and upload if I can figure out I saved it, so I was gonna try and premiere, but I didn't realize I had to pay all the money up front so that I could get the premiere version. So I'll figure that out. Of the what's the duck face one?
StreamYard.
Streamlabs.
Yeah, that's what I'm using too.
Yeah. I recorded a stream with him. It was a banger, but I didn't realize you can't just record it and then upload it as a premiere. I thought it would be simpler than that. But if anybody's doesn't want to wait for that, I got a ton of shorts where I absolutely roast Owen by his own words. And you can check back up on that shit because I got 40 fucking clips, dude. I got basically 30 minutes of the same way Tartarian Truth just shows unedited clips of just what somebody has to say, and gives the what's that the Bumblebee version of radio reactions, throwing in clips of how stupid somebody looks, like with a window licker gif or something like that. That's what you'll find on my stuff, because if anybody has seen the Jim Bob Owen debate, it's pretty fucking retarded.
It was retarded. I didn't see it, but that's what I've kind of heard.
Yeah, you can get the Cliffs Notes off of all the shorts then, baby. I'll be done uploading all 40 clips by the end of this week. So if anybody's wanting to keep up to date on that, subscribe. I already got 5 up there. I'll keep on working out that shit throughout the week.
All right, man. I threw the link in the chat. You guys can go check them out. Appreciate you, Steven. Okay, now Truth or Cop. When he was talking to, I realized I don't think I've ever formally introduced you to the audience. So we got to get.
Oh.
You want to tell them? You want to tell them your what your channel's about?
My well, I'm Truth or Cop. Now you're
Truth or Cop official.
Official, right? Official. I didn't put it down here, but I'm the one and only time traveling Truth or Cop. I go backwards, forwards through time, seeking out the truth wherever I can find it to bring it back to the public so that, we can see what's going on. And, where that goes from here, there's a lot of ways it could go. I don't know. But, I've been watching for a while.
On the damn third shift.
Yeah, he puts me on the third shift overnight sometimes. You can catch me over Benton's channel there, helping him carry through the 24/7 streams. But so how'd you guys get on Beartaria? Because that's Thought Respecter Kiwi Bear, aka Kiwi Bear. He gets on me because I watched Owen Benjamin a couple times, and now all of a sudden I'm a Truther Bear to him. So he's Kiwi Bear to me.
Well, Davey Crocco has a hard on for Owen Benjamin, that's why. And then that dude came in and his name's Berserker Bear. so it's instant oil and water right there.
Yeah.
But the people love it. I kind of let it ride. I feel like they would probably get along in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Beartaria cult or whatever, it's the most reasonable cult there is, if that is one. Or one of them.
Rusty says you look like you're trying to look like Owen.
Yeah, I just kind of,
I don't think that.
No, could be.
You look like.
No, I definitely watched Owen for a while. Fascinating character.
I don't know what you look like. You need a filter though, with kind of like an old school overlay or something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, like a vignette or something around me.
Yeah, something like that.
A wagon train behind me.
Some light jazz music playing behind you or something like that. Is that you sound like Ray Romano?
That's what.
That's fucking.
It's a step up from Kermit the Frog.
Ray Romano, holy shit. That's fucking funny, dude. Yeah, you got to get a piano
Exactly. I do have my grandmother's piano, but it's down in North Carolina.
now. Where are you at, if you don't mind saying, or like
New
what
York.
region? You're in New York. Damn, it's all New
Upstate.
Yorkers tonight.
Upstate. Yeah, well, I'm not upstate like Berserker Bear.
You guys got to have like a convention. EBT and I and Benton, we've been talking about we need to do like a meetup convention. It's like Archaics, but less old ladies. You're still invited, Denise, but just we want less. Like we're gonna check IDs, and you have to be under like 62 to get in.
On average, at least.
Yeah. Once the median age gets that high, we're gonna have to we'll have a bouncer out there with the velvet rope. You won't be able to come in until a couple more leave or something.
Just be a bunch of old ladies with walkers. They can't get in.
Yeah, EBT said it would be a major sausage fest. I agree, but I just don't know like what would be the best area for us to do it where like the most people would come.
I think Cincinnati, man. It just comes out of the name Truth-a-natty. Cincinnati. It's like right there in the middle, slightly East Coast oriented where most people are. Gives people, from the West coming in.
I need to look on a map. What do you think, EBT, about Cincinnati? Let me see. I'm going to look at it.
I mean, it's Truth-a-natty in Cincinnati. It's a wrap, man.
Well, Benton offered to finance a lot of it, so yeah, I see. You're right there, like Wisconsin, Michigan. Everything is kind of right there. If you're from New York, that's kind of a.
Land you're more towards. Yeah, I guess it's a sucker if you're in the South, though. But it gives people a chance.
Or on the West Coast, you're kind of screwed. But let me see here.
I don't know. It just came out of Truth-a-natty. I mean, it's a natural location I would suspect it to be in.
Because EBT's in Indianapolis a lot of times, but he's also
it's right by him
in Chicago, so it wouldn't be far for him. I'm way down here in the northern tip of Florida here.
Yeah,
I'm down here. So, you New Yorkers, it wouldn't be that brutal. It would be a ride, but it wouldn't be that brutal. Anyone in the Midwest wouldn't be too bad.
I mean, I really think we should get Owen Benjamin into strategies about where we should locate it. He seems to get that going.
We need somebody that's good at like planning that stuff.
It should definitely happen, though.
I think it'd be good. Let's see. Oh, Know Thy Enemy says Cincinnati's a horrible place, and that's saying something because most of Ohio is terrible. Yeah, we need to kind of plan this out. So if you're watching this later, like let us know where you guys would be. I guess let us know where you guys are at and if you'd be willing to come. Like if you're on the West Coast, Midwest, South, or New England area or whatever, and what we'll have to kind of see what we get the most people saying where they're from that would go.
I mean, Benton's the only other person I know knows this show. It's WATP. Who are these podcasts? And they have a great thing going, and they just did their first similar event in Rochester, New York. Like that's near Buffalo. But like they do a lot of like Stuttering John, like covering like locales or whatever. And it's more of a comedy thing, but they've done a great job of forming this type of community online and having these panel discussions for the last couple of years and forming a solid audience. Who are these podcasts?
Was it very successful? Like, did a lot of people come out to the thing?
I don't know, but they've done a few circuits of these open panels anyways. They kind of travel around doing these panels.
DabbleCon, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That's what the chat's saying.
Yeah.
Dabble. I've never heard of that. I'd have to look into it.
They just had the first one like 2 weeks ago.
Maybe we could maybe do a couple too, like maybe one on the more towards the East Coast and one more towards the Southwest or something. Maybe, I'm not sure. We got to think about it.
Smaller groups. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities.
Is if you overthink it, then you're stuck in that analysis.
It'll never happen.
Yeah, you got to just set it. That's what Archaics did. Someone kind of took the lead and they set a time and place, and now he's going to be swimming in them bingo ladies. It's going to be like a bingo hall there.
Oh yeah.
Denise in the chat here. She's gonna be the youngest one there. She said she's 52.
Are you all gonna go sit out with your change my mind table or whatever?
We may or may not.
It'd be a great idea. I don't know. It'd be entertaining.
The thing is,
It's
we both
difficult
have
to-
families, so I can't speak
Yeah.
for EBT, but it's tough, man. When I have 2 babies, dude. I got what do you call it? Irish twins. So my oldest is 1.5 years, and then my youngest is 7 months old. It's a lot of work, man.
Yeah, it definitely changes things out. You know.
Don't go to Albuquerque. They said it's a death trap. Oh, Denise got all the simps in the chat after. Said fire 52.
Oh,
she's going for that archaics. She gonna have to break free or die trying from that meetup. That's fucking funny.
oh Lord.
Look at these women. They go. She said she talked to Garwood. Have you ever heard of Jurassic Liars? Oh,
No.
She said she used to talk to him on the phone. He had a really big channel and it got nuked. He had like way over. I can't remember. He had way over 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
And now he got nuked, so now he's back down to a couple thousand, I think.
No, it definitely should happen. There's something to that whole thing. This whole circuits of panels or something, and definitely some kind of a national event once a year. There's something there.
Like Comic-Con, but for PanelCon or something. The virtual nature of the panel though makes people want to do it like at home. You know what I mean? It would be way better to do it, I think, in person and physical. You could have the people whatever on like a little stage or whatever. You could do a panel, and then the audience could ask questions or whatever.
I'm telling you, the best template for this is Who Are These Podcasts? They'll take the panel into a venue, have people in the venue, and they'll also be doing it live, like on a panel. They've mastered it.
What do I got to look up to see how they do it? Because I'm gonna have to like research this.
It's just Who Are These Podcasts?
Like on YouTube?
Yeah.
It comes up. Oh, so they have like kind of these established people already, like a little bit established.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then they also pick targets to like rail on. So Archaics could be like one of the enemies or whatever, right? He could be the stuttering John of the truther community, right? Like,
yeah, he will be. Yeah, I see. They have they don't stream that. Their streams on YouTube, at least, they're only like an hour or something.
Yeah, they stream. They have a few things going because they have the Carl guy. He's he's kind of like the director of it. He has Who Are These Socials with his one partner, and then he has Who Are These Creepos with a different partner. He has
Who's Blind Mike?
Yeah, Blind Mike is I think Who Are These Socials? Blind Mike's funny, dude. You know,
I thought
he
it
had
was
to
sharing
work
the
on
screen. But see, I need a producer doing this. It's tough because I thought I was sharing the screen. It's just it looks like they just like look at TikToks and like make fun of it or something. It looked like
Carl's a freaking. He's got experience in radio or something.
Carl Hamburger.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, see, this is what I want to do. Just I want to look at TikToks, but like like insane schizo truther TikToks. That's what I want to look at.
Yeah.
Or like people that think they're being gang stalked and stuff like that.
like JG.
Yeah, just riff on it. Yeah, totally like JG. Like, yeah, man, they're gang stalking me. Like, no, they're not gang stalking you, dude. Promise.
No, they're a great example. And
Where's all the people, man?
Mm-hmm.
I thought more people were gonna come up in here. I'm also kind of newer to this. I've just decided to dedicate. I had this as a backup channel, but I didn't really have a good plan for it, and I wasn't using it much. But now that I have the idea, I connect the StreamYard to it, and this is like a panel channel. So my main channel can be for me, or just like
no, that's a great idea, dude. I've been trying to kind of adopt that.
Then when you come here, it's for the panel, and anybody can come up.
No, for sure, that's a great idea. I see Robin's shouting out JG's gang stock and helicopter pilot.
Yeah, is that you or what? He's convinced it's me. It's not me. Is it EBT?
You know, I think it's literally his gang stalking helicopter pilot, bro.
It probably is. He thinks everyone in there is me, and he thinks that there's a dude named Land of the Blinded. He thinks it's me. Like, I talked to that guy on Instagram in the past and stuff like that. Like, that's definitely not me. I don't do like sock accounts to mess with people. I don't have time for that shit.
He literally thinks everyone is you.
I know.
Because he came into my stream one day, and he had his sock account, which is definitely his chalk body as a lame. And then there was another one, like, it specifically was like you and him mentioned in it. And he's like, no, I know that's him. Like, that's definitely chalk body. I was like, okay, I guess it is. And I guess he took that to, I don't know. I don't remember. I'd have to see it again.
Like Gutter Shit Media?
No, it was literally like.
He thinks they're all me, so.
Yeah, this was the precursor to that. Because he said that I said that they were all you. And the only reason I just kind of
like, man, Truth or Cops. And then he's always like, hey, man, what's Truth or Cops' first name, man? Like, dude, no one's going to tell you that shit.
I know, it's so funny because I have 100 people in the chat, and some of them definitely know it. They don't even like me, and they won't even tell them. It's so funny to sit here and watch them try.
Oh, Justin Fightmaster said he had 500 socks on Facebook back in 2010. And you're a crazy person then.
500.
I don't have time to be like logging in and out or memorizing all this shit. Like, not happening for me. I would rather just say it on my own account and just say fuck you. Like, that's the one thing. I don't know if have you come across that Aphrodite Rose Starfire yet?
No.
Oh, she's nuts, dude. But the one thing I'll give her compared to some of these other people that troll me is she'll at least talk shit on her own account. Like, she won't waste time making a fake account.
Oh yeah, but if I'm making stocks, it's not even for to hide. It's just, you know, to make a joke. I came in on yours as Dennis Rodman's Phoenix device one.
Dennis Rodman's Dick Sapper or what?
Sometimes you just get, sometimes it's such a funny meme it needs to live on.
Flip all those parts out where we're talking shit about them. I was gonna do like it's so much work though. I was gonna do the like me and EBT make fun of archaics, but each clip gets progressively funnier, like one of those types of videos, and just but there's also so much material to go through because we've talked so much shit about them.
I know, it's like then it's just like you gotta start rolling out with it. You could even have a series on it.
Oh, it'd be easy. I was telling him we need to just play his live streams and just like react to him because it's
you might try that one once. When he scheduled a stream, you guys should live comment on his bullshit.
But then just pause it here and there, and we'd be a little bit behind. It'd be way better because I listen to him. So I pretty much quit listening to him, but when I do, it's nuts, dude. He's so repetitive. He's like JG. He's got like 5 sayings, and he just repeats them all. You know, like I have another. I shouldn't even tell it, but I'm not going to tell it. Actually, I have a funny bit that I'm going to do. I got to save it. Sorry, I was going to do it, but
go for it.
We're too deep into a panel here. Who else is coming up, man? Otherwise, I probably should shut it down. Actually, I have a half hour left of Valentine's Day with my wife, so she's probably.
Oh man, get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta get out here and talk to my.
But yeah, I'll be doing these more frequently on this channel, so everyone go follow Truth or Cop. I'm throwing your link out here one more time. Denise is gonna be our man on the inside. Our woman on the inside, our cougar on the inside at the Archaics meetup. We got one. But
Nice.
Thanks to everyone that was in here. Appreciate your time, and peace out.
Be well.